I have two Thanksgiving memories that are kind of humorous train wrecks. One is poignant. The other one is just a train wreck. I was living in Colorado Springs with another girl. I was really, really sick that Thanksgiving. I had the flu, like the flu turbo, and we were both supposed to go volunteer with a homeless shelter handing out meals before we had our own little single girls Thanksgiving, in the apartment complex that we lived in. And I was just upstairs unconscious, couldn't go help at the homeless shelter, just really, really sick, real high fever. And I woke up with lights in my room. I had the upstairs room in our apartment. She was downstairs. And I thought, oh, Judy's come back early and put up Christmas lights because there's so many lights just reverberating off the walls of my bedroom. And it wasn't until my ears, because I had a lot of fluid in my ears, kind of finally registered there's sirens going off, that I realized the lights were whirling in my room because the fire truck was parked right next to my room. And she had left Cornish game hens because our oven wasn't big enough for a turkey in the oven when she went to the homeless shelter, and didn't realize there needed to be a drip pan. So our kitchen was on fire. So that was my first kind of amusing Thanksgiving memory, one that we'll never forget, especially since we got chastised by the firemen for being so irresponsible with our naked Cornish game hens. My second Thanksgiving, just poignant, funny memory was I actually was driving around downtown in Nashville, Tennessee, where I now live, with a friend of mine who had gone through a rehab program, had been homeless, had been a hardcore drug addict, and God had just redeemed her story. And so she wanted to go find people who were in places where she had been in past Thanksgiving, under bridges, etc. She said, Lisa, there are people all over Nashville who will not darken the door of a homeless shelter today to get their turkey, to have somebody hug them and say Happy Thanksgiving. I want to go to them. So a group of us had prepared meals, and we were going to all those places. We were going to go where the people live under the bridges, where people are just marginalized and missed all over town. And the first 3 or 4 people that we stopped that I attempted to engage and give a meal to were Vanderbilt students. Now, if you know anything about Vanderbilt, you know that it is extremely expensive. I think it's over $70,000 a year to attend if you don't have scholarships or aid. And so all 4 of these Vanderbilt students were extremely offended that I assumed that they were needy and homeless, but they were dressed so trashy. I just assumed they needed help. And after I offended the 4th student, my friend who had been homeless say, you don't get to pick the people we're giving meals to anymore. I have to pick the people. It turned into like our best Thanksgiving ever. I just didn't get to pick the people we gave the meals to.